Happy Christmas, dear ones. I'd like to make another and particular invitation to the all-day meditation that will be tomorrow from 8 until 4. And you can take this as more than just an invitation, because I'd like to just suggest a few things. I'll mention some of these in the morning also, but these are just helpful thoughts for any long meditation, any meditation in which the possibility of physical or mental fatigue looms, and we want to really dive deep. We want to sort of transcend body consciousness, limitations of, gosh, I've never meditated that long before, how will I ever do it? What about doing this on Zoom? What about doing this virtually like we're doing tomorrow? So I'd like to just touch on a few very simple points, but that could be very helpful. Number one is it's really important to relax. Relaxation is like the prerequisite in this case to meditation, to deep meditation. So be sure to relax the body. Practice energization exercises before the meditation. We won't lead them. You're welcome during the breaks to do some stretching exercises. If you're sitting in front of your camera with the camera on, it's nice if you're meditating. It's nice if you're not sleeping or, running around doing things. If you have to move a whole bunch, it's nice if you turn the camera off. So that's just a kind of a housekeeping thing for Zoom. And I'm going to ask everyone to just stay muted, because this is not a discussion. It's not, a time to sort of spontaneously start saying something that would interrupt everybody else. And during the chanting, unfortunately, we can't really chant together on Zoom because there's a delay, there's a timing delay, and so it just turns into a big muddle. So it'll just be Nirmala and me chanting for everybody, but I do certainly invite you to join in on the chanting. It's just that sound-wise, because of this like a half-second or 1 second delay that happens, we can't really do it together as a group, audibly. As far as going deep in a longer meditation, recognize that you will get out in the direction of your limits. Now, maybe you're a long experienced meditator, and for you, meditating 6 or 8 or 10 hours is no big deal. That's wonderful. We should all take lessons from you then. But if it is kind of unknown territory for you, or slightly or more than slightly uncomfortable territory for you, recognize in advance you will reach your limits in terms of comfort, in terms of the challenge of keeping your body comfortable and relaxed and still. It's so important to get your posture right. It's so important to keep your chest up, your shoulders a little bit back, your spine erect but comfortably curved. Those things are really important, because if you start to slouch forward, then what happens is your neck starts hurting. It's like if the bones are all stacked vertically, then the muscles don't have to compensate, and then they don't get tired and sore and annoyingly, achy and that sort of thing. So that's really, really important. Another aspect of this is to recognize that the techniques can take you deep, but one of the beauties of a long meditation is that you don't have to stay with just technique. You can also, in fact, you really can't, well, you can, in theory, practice just solid. Nirmala has often told the story of practicing Hong Sa for the full 8 hours of one of these meditations, other than the literal moments when she was chanting. Every other minute was practicing Hong Sa. You have the freedom to do what you want to do with this, but I would suggest practice technique and then observe and absorb and assimilate the blessings of the technique, and try to commune even more deeply. Christ is found in stillness. And one of the advantages of a group meditation when it's deep is that everyone's collective stillness helps each one individual go deeper still. And unfortunately, what can happen in a group meditation is that if people are not very still, then everybody's restlessness kind of prevents each individual or challenges each individual to go deep. So we won't have that issue in terms of noise and commotion, unless you're in a noisy house. But what we will share is a collective energy. And it's one of the reasons I wanted to do this on Zoom, is that we can actually see each other. Or if you don't want to be seen on your camera, you can aim your camera at your altar, and we can see your altar. We can see your beautiful place where you like to meditate. That's a very one. Or just show a picture of, whatever you want as your picture on your Zoom. But help each one by adding. This is an interesting opportunity, because we typically meditate thinking, okay, I am calling on God. I'm looking up. It's me and God. It's a vertical connection to God. But there's another way to look at a group meditation, especially of this magnitude, which is that we are all in this together. We are very much connected to each other and to devotees all around the world. As I record this video, it's evening here, and in 14, 15 hours, the meditation will begin. And in India, the meditation is about to start. And so for the next 24 hours almost, there will be meditations rolling across the planet. First, Singapore or New Zealand, countries over in that end of the globe will begin. Then India, then Middle East, then Europe, then America, and moving all the way across America and eventually up to Hawaii. So, for literally almost the entire 24 hours, devotees will be meditating on this day. So feel that connection, that other devotees are supporting your meditation, but also feel that your meditation is supporting and blessing other meditators, because it's a very powerful connection on this day. There is a grace in this meditation like no other. So we invite you to dive deep into that. Feel the power of Christ. Feel the grace and blessing that brought Christ into this world. And feel it in your own heart, in your own meditation, in your own life. And God bless you for being a part of it, and we look forward to sharing it with you very soon. Merry Christmas. God bless you.